Oh, Lord. All right. The heck? Oh, man. All right. Can you guys hear? Finally? Okay. I'm assuming you can hear me. Guys, I'm so worn out. I'm so worn out. I did not care. And it looks like, okay, so it looks like I've been crying. This game should have made me cry, but that's actually not the case. All right. After this game, I wanted to relax, so I went straight to take a shower. Did some stuff with my hair, trying to grow it out. I put a bonnet on. I'm just relaxed. I was just chilling, and I was like, hey, I promise that every opportunity I get to go live, I'm gonna attempt to do it. Hold on. I saw the stream drop. I saw you. Are you gonna drop again? I saw you drop. Don't pretend like you didn't drop stream. I saw you. I saw that. It was 4,000. It went all the way down to like 5. Clan looking like Aunt Jemima up in here. That's kind of racist. Dude, I'm so sleepy. Well, I'm not sleepy. I'm exhausted. The game irritated me, okay? It really did irritate me. Oh, man. What's your thoughts on this game, Spurs Clan? It's pretty terrible. I couldn't watch. I was at work. I understand. For sale, please come back. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Gosh, I can't believe we got to go over this game. I don't even know where to start. I don't think I can give any like good critiques, honestly. Bench sold. Like guys, I really don't know what to say about this one. First and foremost, let me see how many post-game interviews we got. I was about to say, I was like, the game was on 5 hours ago. Okay, that's a pregame. Let's see. All right, so we got Mitch Johnson's post-game. There got to be more, right? Dude, it's so bad that I don't see any of my mods in the chat. They're like, dude, I'm taking off. I don't want to catch this stream. I'm just kidding. It's really late. Those castle plays were fun. It's okay, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I literally went in a trance. I'm so sorry. I started looking at political stuff on Twitter. All right, let me see. Nothing that made me angry. Let's go to Spurs Reporter. Oh, okay, dude. Guys, Spurs Reporter went ahead and posted. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I don't really see a point in going over this game. Let's see. Today's Monday, right? Or, well, Tuesday now. We'll do 3 segments. We can do that. Because we play on Wednesday. I'll be live Wednesday night. It is what it is. Whatever. All right. Let's see here, guys. Let's see. What should we do here? I'm like literally debating what we should do. I guess we can go over Mitch Johnson's interview along with the stats, and then we can go over Wemby, and then we can go over CP3. I think that will suffice. I think most people will be happy with that, and then we're getting out of here. I can't do this. Could be interesting stuff in those. Let's see. Why is everything taking so long to load, my guy? I don't understand this. Like everything. It's taking forever to load. Look at this. And my stream is going fine, so I don't get why ESPN's taking this long. Look at this. It's taking forever. Why is this? Can someone else look up ESPN and see if it's slow for you too, or is it just me? I don't see why they would have a bunch of people getting on at once. It might just be my internet. But it can't be my internet because my internet speed is really fast right now. Bro is on dial-up. I don't know what's going on. What are you talking about, Ruiz? He said, I will no longer be drinking coffee in the AM. Hate that guy. Who the heck are we talking about? You guys post stuff in the chat and I have... Collins is behind this. I know it. Oh, you talking about Collins? What happened? No. Oh, guys. All right. All right. Let's see. Is there... See what I'm saying? Look at this. What the heck? All right, it's loaded on up now, but should I speed it up? Or should we hear him in his regular tone? I'm gonna speed it up, I don't care. Unless he speaks way too fast. All right, okay. So chat is asking me what happened tonight. We're gonna listen to Mitch Johnson, and maybe he can give us a breakdown of what happened tonight. But just really quick, looking over the stats, does it matter? I don't know. I don't think it matters. This was a very frustrating win. I mean, loss. As you can see here, this is inexcusable, guys. This is absolutely inexcusable. You don't start off a game 40-14 and then lose. Like that doesn't happen. Typically in games, especially in the NBA, it takes a while for the team to come back and chip away. You don't just automatically give them the game the next quarter. What is that? What is that? I thought the rotations weren't the best. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But you can't do that. You can't do that. That's inexcusable. I don't care how young you are, especially in this team. Our team is talented enough that this shouldn't have happened. But guys, did we learn something? I feel like we learned something today. Okay? We learned something today. We learned two things, all right? Number one, everyone that came out and was excited that Greg Popovich was sick, screw you. There were quite a few people coming out saying, prayers for Popovich, but I really want to see what Mitch Johnson can do. It was like, no. When you start off with that and you end with that, no, you don't care. You don't care what happened to Pop. You just don't care, right? I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you start off with, hey, prayers and condolences. Anyways, basketball, you don't actually care, honestly. So that's number one. So all of you who said, like, I'm glad that he's gone. I'm glad that we get to see someone else. Hope Pop is okay. It was reported that Pop is okay. All right. So hopefully that's true. It was reported that he just needs some rest. So hopefully after Wednesday he can come back. But no, dude, it's not that simple. All right. Pop is a phenomenal coach. Just calm down, relax with that. All right. So we learned that lesson. But the most important lesson of today is that anyone that said Jeremy Sohan is trash and he's not that important to this team, well, there you have it. There you have it. 12 minutes for Sohan. There you have it. He's very important. I unironically think that the Spurs would have won this game if Sohan was in the game. Our defense kind of fell short after a while. Sohan is having a crazy season. Things turned when he left the game. That's my point. That's the two things that we should learn. Okay, we should learn that Popovich is important. Okay, he's not a trash coach, and Sohan is great. Okay, so all those times where I kind of sat back and I was like, hey, Jeremy Sohan is a good player, even if the stats don't show it sometimes. I'm telling you, he's very important. This should have showed it right here. This should show it. Anyways, sorry. Do you think Sohan will be back for Wednesday? I have no idea. I have no idea. Don't stress, Clan. Sohan and a healthy Fasel win us this game easily. Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, either Fasel or Sohan being in this game probably would have helped. Fasel because he would have scored enough to keep us in it, to keep that lead a little bit, and Sohan for his defense. I really do want people to take heed to that, and I know that I'm just gonna keep saying this, and I know it's annoying. I said it like 5 times in the last 2 minutes. Jeremy Sohan is important, and I've always thought that he was an important player, and I think that this shows it as well. He's a great player for us. Some will argue that he's been the best player for us. I would say he's been the most solid, the most consistent, most solid for us this season thus far. Anyways, I'm not going to go from player to player. I don't think there's really any reason in doing so. I saw some people tweet out like, oh, well, at least Wemby had a good game. He kind of didn't. Like, he kind of didn't. Like, how it's kind of weird because with Sohan, he can have pretty poor stats and have a good game. But with Wemby, he can have really great stats and had a bad game. You know, just levels to this thing. It's a little different. So yeah, Wemby had a really bad game, guys. It was not great. Yeah, 9 blocks is crazy. 24 points is crazy. 13 rebounds is crazy. But if you actually watch the game, it was a lot of flailing. It was a lot of like, we have no idea how to, like, where to go, what to do. It was ugly. It was very ugly basketball after a while. When the Clippers got it within 10, I started to believe that we weren't going to win the game because we never felt like it was in control. I felt that in the other games, mostly because of Sohan, but I felt like the team had it under control, and this one I just, no. And there was nothing that Mitch Johnson probably could have done, but nothing that he did to turn the tides at all or, you know, get us back in that thing. Popovich does have a knack for saying the right thing at the right time. Wemby needs to pick his spots and stop pulling Ish out as A. Okay, there's my kitty. There's my kitty. All right, you guys say hey to her. Say hey to her. Say hey to Mikasa. All right. You gotta go in here. You gotta go in your backpack. Go in your backpack, girl. Because if she gets on here, she's gonna hit something, and you know it totally messes things up. Hey, Mikasa, yeah. Sup, cat? Yeah. Yeah. So guys, yeah. Overall, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm out of it. But I hope that we learned that today. All right, that was a lot of yapping. I apologize. I'm not very coherent tonight. This was tough. Mitch Johnson, tell us what happened.
We did a good job with our spacing. They missed some shots. I thought our game plan execution was a little tighter. A couple times later in the game, had a couple miscues and lapses, and they made us pay. They made some shots later too. Obviously, it's a long game. We didn't think we were going to keep that up, and they were going to keep that up. But I thought our attention to detail was really good to start the game.
I cannot hear what they're saying. Is Attack on Titan your favorite anime? Dragon Ball is, but Attack on Titan is awesome, dude.
I think it's some of the similar stuff that we've been building upon the last few games. The spacing, the pace, playing out of our defense. Our defense has been really good when we've been connected and communicate and execute the game plan. Obviously, we have a very unique player in Victor defensively that allows us to be unique in some of our
He does sound like Doc Rivers.
Schemes and approach. And when we are on the same page, we can be pretty good on that end.
You know much about Jeremy's status? Also, do you expect
Jeremy's status, I don't. I know he had something with his finger, hand. I saw him messing with it during the game. I'm not sure on the status. Obviously, he didn't come back. I know he's in some pain. Devin's done a great job. It's obviously been a long road, but yes, he is ramping up. I would expect him back soon.
Wouldn't this suck so bad if we get Devin Fasel back with Sohan's out? Oh, man.
Possibly Wednesday.
I don't believe this road trip, no.
He's a good coach. Don D. Mitch Johnson is a good coach, but what are you basing that off of, man? He is a good coach. He is a good coach. Pretty sure he was our summer league coach a season ago. Was he not? I'm out of it right now. Chat, correct me. I don't know.
think the
G League coach as well. Ain't that right? Correct me.
can work in this game as far as what it
Fact
is
check me.
to protect rings?
That's a very well-coached team with a lot of veterans that have played in a lot of high-level games. 48 minutes is a long time. A lot of things can happen. There's a lot of runs. And so, again, I think the attention to detail and the consistency of simple basketball.
The three-pointer is obviously going to be a big part of Rick's game.
What brand is this? Open water? What is that? Oh, you guys can't see that. What is that?
Do you talk? Do you just let him take the ones he wants right now, or do you talk to him about this is a good one, this is a bad one? Do you guys have those conversations?
I think you talk to your whole team about that, right? Hopefully you're running plays or offense that produce shots that you want to produce from the right people if you execute and have the right spacing and whatnot. I think for Victor, he has so much skill putting it all together.
It's just a water bottle? Oh. I never seen it before. I never seen that before. I'm gonna look it up.
It's difficult at times for a young player of his caliber even. It's difficult for every young player. So I think he's done a great job. I think he'll continue to do a good job, and I'm sure he'll be better with more seasoning and experience.
And you think the team is doing a good job getting him shots at the rim too, like the lobs and the stuff like that?
I think we have. I know early on we were 15 from 18 from the paint at one point. We finished with 50 points in the paint, which is okay, especially against a team that good. Obviously, we didn't shoot the ball great from three tonight. I thought we had pretty good shots for the most part. Sometimes they made 19 threes, and you give them credit for that, and we made 11. That's a lot of points to make up in other parts of the game. So it's a thing, and we'll continue to work on it.
With Soban out the second half, you started Steph in that spot.
This water bottle is $50. Hold on. It's $50. Why is this? Oh, pack of 24? That's a lot. That's a lot.
How do you think he fit in with that starting?
I thought he did a good job. He's doing great. Anybody at his age with his experience, playing the types of minutes and, trying to execute the things we're asking of him, he's doing a great job.
Both the talent players, obviously, but overall, what do you think has gone into Wemby and Kirksey over establishing two fan?
Open water, still bottled water with electro. I'm sorry, I'm not listening to a word. I heard quite a bit. It's a lot of nothing. It's a lot of nothing. I'm not getting much out of this. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah, on paper it looks like it should work. So I think they're making that theory come true. But they've done a great job. They didn't get much time to play. Vic obviously had the Olympics, and then in the preseason they both kind of had a little bit of a start and stop with just some minor stuff. So they're going to continue to get better with the rhythm and playing together on the court, I think.
One thing that is positive, I will take out of this, that is a objectively correct statement. Vic has not had a lot of time to play with the team, and he said himself that there's a lot of games in the season, and they'll be better. They'll be better as it goes on. So that is true. That is true. Hey, bro, I'm getting any cologne. Got any suggestions? Yes, I do. Give me a sec.
Would you agree with what Chris said? He said it seemed like a no-brainer, but it's a lot harder than it would look because teams are sort of looking for that, for the lobs and things like that.
For sure. And again, a young team that hasn't played much together, it will maybe take us a little bit more time to find solutions for our second, third, fourth options, whoever it may be on the court, where some of these teams with some continuity, some of those guys, whether it's the guys that have the ball the most or the role players, think they're probably more equipped and know where to be and how to play off each other a little bit more. So that's why the defense is so important for us, because we know we may be behind the eight ball a little bit offensively with some of that stuff, with the lack of experience and continuity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, it was all just coach talk. You're not gonna get excuse me, you don't get much out of that. So yeah, here you go. Here you go, my boy. I love Curve. I'll be honest with you, I love Curve. I've been using I use Curve a lot, like later stages of high school, like senior year of high school, and then early days of college. And as the years went on, I started using other stuff, and I was just like, man, I kind of missed that. I was, and a lot of times you'll have nostalgia towards things, and you go back to it, and you're like, it's not as good as I thought it was. I went back to Curve. It's dope. It's pretty great. Women love Axe body spray. Axe body spray is the worst thing ever, dude. I can't believe we were convinced in middle school to wear that. It's terrible. Yo, I just got me a Curve wave. Oh, for real? Is it good? I never used this one. This is the one I've used before, or this is the one I have in my bathroom. Spicy wood magnetic scent. I actually never knew what it was called. Yeah, I like this one. Maybe I should try the wave. Should I try the wave? It's really good. I like that the scent isn't too strong, right? It's masculine, but it's not like too masculine, where it's like, I don't know, sounds like, or smells like a 70-year-old man going to church on Sunday, It doesn't smell like that. It's pretty nice. It's nice. All right, so this segment just went completely downhill. I apologize, anybody that is watching this outside of the stream, okay? Because I know that this was misery. I'll admit it. It was misery. I can't even talk. It was misery. Oh my God. And this game was misery. I have nothing else to say about it. Okay. This is me right now. This is me at the stand. I just want to leave. I can't do this. I feel you. Mr. Z, man. It was terrible, man. I can't. There's not much I can say about it other than we should learn our lesson. Sohan is important. So anybody that thought that he's just replaceable, get rid of him. No, that's not true. We win that game if Sohan's in. He's been very consistent. And most importantly, defensively, he is consistent. He has been somewhat of an anchor for this team in this season so far. That's number one. And number two, don't be so quick to just want Popovich out the door. All right. Not to say Popovich has been doing like the best job in the world this season, but he relates to these guys, and I just don't know. I don't know if we have this bad of a loss if Popovich is coaching this team. I just have a vibe that in the second quarter he would have adjusted something or said something that not have allowed them to implode the way they implode in the second quarter. Ugh. Terrible, man. Terrible. And that doesn't mean Mitch Johnson is a bad coach or anything. It's just that it's Popovich's team. It's Popovich's team, Mitch Johnson isn't, Mitch Johnson is not, this isn't his program. This is Popovich's program. So obviously, there's only so much he can do. He's not going to save us in this type of game. That's all I have to say. We learned something tonight. A Popovich wouldn't hurt. Exactly. You said a politics wouldn't work, but you meant to say a Popovich wouldn't hurt. Bro, I keep thinking you saying Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson. No, Don. What Don say? Would you trade our 2 first-round picks to Washington for Coulibaly? Which picks? Which picks you talking about? Which pitch? Which picks? Sorry, I can't talk. This year? 2025? Dude, no. Heck no. Never. No. I do love Coulibaly, but no. No. God, no. No. 2025, man? Come on. Screw that. The Atlanta pick is going to be nice. Hold on, let's see how the Atlanta Hawks are doing. All right, chat. So the San Antonio Spurs have been, I won't say awful. Okay, they haven't been awful. They've been pretty mediocre. Great at some games, bad at others. Lost Sohan Monday night game, obviously. and went downhill from there. Even though we had like a 50-point lead, it was like a 30-point lead. But good news is the Hawks look worse. They look pretty terrible. I'm looking here, and it seems like, oh, okay, you know, they got a few wins in. That's not that impressive. Like, they beat the Nets by 4 points, the Hornets by 5 points, and then lost to the Thunder, lost to the Wizards, lost to the Kings. Yeah, so they're not that great. So that's the good news, all right? So as bad as the Spurs look right now, we got the Atlanta Hawks pick 2025. We have our own. Things are looking on the up and up, all right? So don't get too discouraged. We're looking good. I probably should show you this. There you go. Music come out? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's what's up? Yeah. They look pretty bad. So you can see here, Nets, they barely won that one, scraped by on that one. It's going to be a lot of, like, on Trae Young's back. Like, that's what it's going to come down to. And he's not enough. He's not going to be enough to win a big majority of the game. Their season is starting off as easy as it can start off. And they split games with the Wizards, lost to the Kings. They beat the Pelicans by quite a bit. Hold on. This might be bittersweet, though. Did DeJounte play? Oh, wait, no, DeJounte got hurt, didn't he? Did he, like, break his hand or something? Yeah, never mind. He probably won't be back for a while. So maybe they would have lost that one if he actually played. And then obviously lost to the Celtics by 30. They're a bad team. They're a pretty bad team. Actually, for funsies, let's look up the stats. Man, this light is way too bright. There we go. That was killing me. Why Sohan only 12 minutes? I hurt his thumb. Hopefully it's not too serious, but we'll get more news, I'm sure. And then we'll talk about it on Wednesday. Wednesday night when we go live, we'll talk about it. If he plays, if he doesn't, maybe we'll have some updates. Let's see here. Actually, hold on. Let me check to see if we have any updates. If I type in Jeremy Sohan, what happens? I don't think we have anything. Yeah, all we got is just he's not returning. So maybe the Spurs don't even know yet. We know the coach didn't know. Mitch Johnson didn't know yet. Yeah, we don't have anything. Sorry, I was sorry I blanked for a minute. I was trying to find anything. We don't have anything. You say Miss? I'm sorry, Mitch Johnson. Were horrendous in their back-to-back. They were god awful. They should be ashamed of themselves. All right, guys. All right. Okay. All right. I'm trying to be upbeat. It's kind of tough, especially when I'm also really sleepy. What time is it? It's almost 2 a.m. All right, let's go over our leader, not Wemby, but our other leader, Chris Paul. All right, what do you have to say for yourself for this awful loss? It's all your fault. Obviously, it isn't, but
we're figuring it out. Both of us didn't play with so many preseason games. You guys has been around a long time, know that preseason is a lot shorter. Training camp.
And it was even more short because Wemby played like 2 of them.
It used to be a month long, right? So we sort of figuring it out as we go. The league changes, traditional bigs, switching 1 through 5. He never played with probably a guard like me, you know what I mean, who's constantly, you know, doing different things.
I'm not drunk. I'm just sleepy. I'm tired.
So I've never played for a center that I set screens for. You know what I mean? So it's different. Yeah, I don't know. I think one of our coaches told me today that we're 3rd in defense right now. We were before this game.
Oh man, that's probably gone. And we're probably like 5th now.
I think the first thing going into a locker room like ours is just making sure the guys believe that we can be really good. You know, I tell them all the time because they're such great guys, but I can't fathom 22 wins, right? And so when you go through things like that.
Sheeps. Yeah, I should just go to sleep. Honestly, I should just play this and go to sleep like Hassan Piker. I like Hassan Piker, by the way, but he will just like not react to something. I guess because he's live streaming like all day. I don't know. All right, let's keep going.
Where these guys work hard and practice and try every day and, you know, don't see the wins, you know, that stuff can get pretty routine where you just like, it's never enough. And so we're gonna keep building and make sure they know that going into every game, you know, we can win, and they see it because of how we started out.
And let me be positive too, by the way. I mean, I know that was really negative even on that last segment about the game, but honestly, I'm disappointed, okay? This is not a game where I'm like angry or like, I guess I am frustrated, but I'm not like pissed off or worried or anything like that. I'm just kind of disappointed in them because I think that, look, you're up 40-14, man. Like, I fully expected the Clippers to chip away. I fully expected, but I did not expect to happen in the next quarter. We blew that lead. I didn't expect to happen in the next quarter. But that's the thing, you know, that's how important Sohan is, number one. And number two, yeah, it's just being young, I guess, you know. We would have hoped that, you know, Wemby would have been good enough to kind of keep us in that thing, but he just wasn't. 9 for 22. He didn't have that great of a game, even though his stats show freak it. I mean, any other player that's like a perfect game, like 24 points, 9 blocks, 13 rebounds. I mean, that's amazing. But for Wemby, in this game, contextually, it wasn't a good game. It just wasn't. Very sloppy. So.
Yeah, the first thing I say in any of these situations you go into, you got to show guys that you can hoop. I don't go in there trying to be nobody's coach, nobody's daddy, none of that. First and foremost, I hoop. You know what I mean? And so you have to ask them guys what it's like. Seriously, like you can't tell somebody, they want to see it. You know, like the younger generation, like a lot of them, Vic even said he don't remember me from New Orleans. He only saw me play when I was with the Clippers, and I don't know how old he was. So all that, what they used to do, what they do, they want to see what you do now, right? So that's why I train and I work the way that I work, because you can tell them all you want to tell them, but they want to see it. So any advice to anybody is you better show them what you can do if you're going to try to teach them something.
That's a good point. And that's why it's really important to have him on the court, because, you know, it's not just being able to tell. That's where everybody was like, oh, he'll just be a coach. That's not good enough. You know, we have that. We have the greatest coach to ever walk this earth, right? Like, that's not good enough. You got to have guys that are on the court that can teach you in real time and demonstrate what you need to do. And that's what Chris Paul is. It's not good enough just to be like, oh, he could be a coach. We already have the greatest one of all time. Role model. We have a lot of good role models too. That's not good enough. Role models aren't good enough. You have David Robinson around the team 24/7. You got Tim Duncan around the team 24/7. You got Manu around the team 24/7. You got Popovich around the team. Even the players in themselves are good role models. The young ones are good role models. For, you know, as we know them, you know, if something changes. But I think Sohan is a good role model. I think Wemby's a good role model. It doesn't really matter. In-game role model. Well, yeah. I would say more so in-game coach, but yeah, sure. That's cool. CP3 is like Manu, coach on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Guys, Manu Ginobili is the only player that I literally cried watching play. That never happened before. He's literally the only one. I think it was his last season with us in the playoffs against the Warriors. I think game 3, or was it game 4? I think it was game 4 to stop us from being eliminated. And, you know, his stats didn't look that impressive, but he really showed out. And I remember people cheering him on, like, Manu. I just started crying. I don't know. That was weird. Have you guys ever cried watching a basketball game? That's literally the only one. I didn't even cry when we won the 2014 finals. It was that. That was crazy. He's still dunking at 47. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. You know? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It is what it is. Emotional ad claim. Well, hey, I'll be honest. I started crying. It was crazy. I have, bro, to be honest. Oh, okay. I'm a man. I don't cry. You're so full of it.
So once you accept that,
that's not. Oh gosh, I got hiccups. If you're saying that unironically, that's not healthy, man.
that you have to show up every day, right? It's not about what you did in the last game, what you did last year. You got to show up every day.
No. Yeah. Shout out to Spurs Report. Is there no more? Why is this video so long? Huh. Shout out to Spurs Report for posting that. Crying, shaking my head. You're so funny. I cry when my team blows a 26-point lead. That is a good reason to cry. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, it literally was. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this game. I mean, obviously I can't show it, but Spurs versus Warriors game 4-20. Oh gosh, guys. When did Manu retire? Was it this one? 2019? It says March. Will we have been in the playoffs in March? Or the playoffs start in April? Can't remember. At least we're not on an 18-game losing streak yet. Oh, no. The Spurs are much better than they were last season. Don't worry about that. Let's see, we got DeMar DeRozan. Was DeMar DeRozan on it? Okay. Manu retired in 2018 then? It must have been 2018. I kind of want to look over this just because 2018. Let's see. All right, I think it was this game. Yeah, it was this game. It was exactly this game. Manu Ginobili, 16 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. But from what I remember, hold on, we're going to go down memory lane. Let's see. This might be revisionist history, so I might look really bad right here. But I remember the game ending with Manu just going off. All right, Manu hits a free throw. Yeah, see how close it is? 86-89. Manu hits a free throw, makes a second free throw, makes a three-pointer. He misses a jump shot, made a 2-point shot, made a three-pointer. Yeah, this was a big deal. And he got fouled on one of these, and that's when people started cheering his name. Ah, man. It wasn't at the end. Maybe it was those 2 free throws early on. It was huge, man. It was an energy. It was a vibe. It was dope. That was really cool. Yeah, and I teared up. He's my favorite player of all time, so yeah, I teared up. That's tough. All right, moving on. There's no NBA game today. What the F? Oh, it's election day, my guy. Oh, they told you. Yeah, it's literally election day. I'm so glad I did it early. I did not want to go do that. I can just enjoy my day. Hold on, we had another thing to go over. Here we go. Those votes don't even count. Well, in certain states it counts more than others. Don't you just love the Electoral College? Doesn't it just make so much sense? Isn't it just so smart to have electoral colleges instead of just a popular vote? Isn't that so smart? All right. You guys ready to listen to Wemby? Are we mad at Wemby tonight? I actually don't know. I haven't seen anybody be like really negative towards Wemby today. I think it's because of the stats, because of the 9 blocks. Are we angry with Wemby? Me personally, I'm not angry. I'm just like I said, I'm disappointed. Oh yeah? Yes? Okay. So we are upset with Wemby tonight. Yeah, I just thought it was a sloppy performance. Even with his stats looking the way that they did, it was pretty bad. It wasn't a good game. Stop spamming threes. Does that a lot. He does that a lot. He needs a go-to move, man. And unfortunately, he's not going to get it during this season. Like, he's just not going to get it. Like, that's not going to happen. That's not how that happens. They can probably find certain spots that work best for him. I'm sure Pop, and hopefully Pop is back soon. Hopefully Pop and the coach staff will find, things that work. They've been experimenting a little bit. But honestly, it's not going to happen like this. You got to work on that off the court. I think. I mean, I'm not a professional basketball player, but from all the evidence I have from other players, it seems like you work on that in the off season. Those wild threes need to go for F's sake. It kind of does, man, because when you shoot too many long threes and you're not hitting them consistently, and I don't know if he'll be able to like turn this on. His shot looks good, by the way. Maybe that's why he keeps shooting. Shooters do shoot. But gosh, when you keep doing that over and over and over and over and over, they're basically turnovers. You don't want these long rebounds. You don't want these long rebounds for the opposing team. It hurts you. It's not just a matter of the shot selection. It's the matter of what position is the opposing team in after you miss that shot. And shooting and missing threes is the worst thing that you can miss. Long rebounds are not good. Not good.
Of course, it's a matter. I think when we get a lead like this, we don't need to take as many risks. It's a matter of going back to our.
Yes, Wemby. Wemby gets it. Wemby gets it, kinda. He gets it.
Our basics, and knowing what our basics are comes with, of course, experience and time spent together, on the court. So. They have that edge on us in terms of experience. And
Caro says he just needs to make the threes he shoots. As simple as that sounds. If you're gonna take 9, you got to make 3 to 4 or stop shooting them. Yeah, it got to get to a point where we're just like, okay, dude, you can't keep doing that. I don't know why Wemby doesn't take more mid-range shots. Honestly, I don't understand that. That's something I don't understand. I always go back to the G League game, where his French team came over and they had the exhibition games, and those were really good, and he looked crazy great, right? And I know that's so different than actually playing NBA players or whatever, but he looked so good. But you go back to those games and his shot selection weren't just like jacking up threes. I mean, he was putting the work on you. His mid-range game was really good. He was cooking. I wish he would go back to that. His mid-range game is super nice when he taps into it. Love the skill for him. Yeah, dude, go back to watch those. It was crazy.
Knowing how to handle this type of situations. Of course, we all miss him. We hope he's all right. We know he's gonna come back. We know he's gonna want to come back earlier than he probably should, but that's Pop.
Oh, okay. So we're getting confirmation right there that Pop is okay. It sounds like he's okay. No one's saying what's going on with Pop. I don't like that. But hey, I guess we're not privy to that.
Even if he's not with us right now, we still feel we still try to apply what he's been trying to, you know, to teach us. And
Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't mean to stop a lot. Well, I do. Okay, I do mean to stop a lot. But that right there is what I've been talking about, where like people are so quick to say Mitch Johnson. I really want to see what he can do, right? I want to see him be the next coach. I want to see. This is not his program. Popovich is the coach. It is Popovich's program. That's why when a lot of teams interview coaches, they have an interview about what is your vision for the team? What direction do you want to go in? What do you want to do with the team? Like, this is Popovich's team. So Mitch Johnson, number one, we can't just blame him for losses because he's an interim head coach, right? He's just going to try to apply everything that they've been working on, you know, previously in the offseason and everything. And he's not going to just change up the whole thing, right? I hate it. Clan, I swear to God. What? Mitch? I said that. I said Mitch Johnson. Mitch
Mitch is doing a great job at,
there you go.
you know,
He said it for me.
Putting in the coaching his own personality too, and pushing us in his own way, you know. So yeah, we just, of course, we all want to see Pop back, but it's our job to apply regardless of the conditions right now.
Yep, fair analysis. Mitch would probably run things differently if he was head coach. Unfair to judge him based on this game. Yeah, like it's either way. Like, we can't give him too much praise for a W, and we can't give him too much hate for a loss. Like, I don't think that that's fair. Like, it's all we know is we're missing our head coach. We need Popovich back, and you know, don't always just be so happy, you know, for the grass on the other side. What am I saying? The grass is not always green on the other side. Guys, it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm sorry.
It's just to keep, you know, playing my game, and my game consists of shooting threes too. So I'm just gonna, if I'm open, I'm just gonna keep shooting them, you know. So, and I'm gonna make them.
You know what, guys? This is the one thing I will say: shooters do shoot. All right. So as frustrating as it is, they are bad shots. I'm not gonna act like they're not. They are bad shots. But the fact that he's fearless with it, that he's not necessarily worried about what we think or what the media thinks about it, I think that is a good quality to have. That confidence is a good quality to have. And, you know, Popovich behind him on it as well. And, hey, apparently he believes in all the work that he put in with his three-point shot. So that's good. It's a good attitude to have. And we're going to keep complaining about it. But it is a good attitude to have, I think. I just wish he would take more mid-range shots, man.
I think it would be a lie to say there's zero pressure or zero, you know, feeling of responsibility. But it's for me, it's nothing unhealthy, you know. Because before every game, I remind myself that, you know, I'm very, very lucky to be here, to have this as a job, and that, you know, I mean, all these people wearing my jersey, it's not. I don't feel like I got, you know, to do something different so they have fun. But I think they're gonna have fun if I have fun. So whoever, you know, when you go out to play, you don't think about any pressure. So of course
that's good that he's not, you know, he's not worried. He's not scared. That's a good thing. He definitely have that dog in him. All right. It would be nice if those went in. But personally, I don't think that that's going to be a go-to. I don't think Wemby later, I could be wrong, but I don't think down the line we're going to be looking at Steph Curry, Wemby, or anything like that. I just don't think that'll be the case. I think that when he does have his go-to move, it's probably going to be a mid-range shot. I mean, let's just be real. It's probably going to be a mid-range shot. It'd be nice if somebody would bring back the skyhook. I know people bring that up a lot, but like, it's kind of unguardable. I know it's really hard to do, but it's kind of unguardable. And he's 7'5". Why are we not doing it? Dirk Wemby? That's what I'm hoping for, honestly.
It's a bunch of course, tactics, but also, you know, he's got everybody in the coaching staff. I think this is something I've noticed. Is something
the league is changing. No, I understand, but this is a go-to shot. You know what I mean? Like it's open. Like he can do it. I think he could do it.
League, this dynamics. Everybody has their own their own personality. Everybody's closer to somebody, you know, and they know, so it allows them to know how to push them better.
Nah, KD Wemby. Yeah, that's fine. He got to hit mid-range shots. Take more mid-range. All right, I said that like 10 times. I'll stop.
Maybe, or how to use the right words. So I think it's just a personality thing, you know. We get different things from Mitch, and because I mean, yeah, his experience is different from anybody else. So it's for me, he's got a lot to. He helps us a lot because what he says can touch us in another way. You know?
Good job. Shout out to Spurs reporter for posting this. I don't know why it shuts off like that. It's like, I don't know why it shuts off like that. That's good stuff though. It's good that he posts these because honestly, guys, they do not post these. Has Spurs even posted the new ones? It took forever. Yeah, they haven't even posted it. They just posted the Mitch Johnson one. I don't know. Weird stuff. Clan, what's up? He will never be the mid-range scorer KD is. He doesn't have to. Well, then what? Look, he looks up to KD. I don't know. He's trying to be a KD. I'm just saying that I've seen when it's not like I'm talking about things I've never seen before. Now the skyhook, I've never seen him really do a skyhook. Okay, but all the other things, like the way that he has so much versatility in his post-up game or mid-range game, it's been there. I've seen it the entire time. Like I said, go back and watch the exhibition games, the G League versus his French team. Just go watch it. It was pretty impressive. Clan, you got a P.O. box. You need some Wemby rookie cards on the wall. Yeah, my P.O. box is actually in the description. I need to go check my P.O. box. Dude, I have not been to my P.O. box in a while. But no one said they sent anything, so like, I just assume I didn't get anything. Yeah. You can also email me at clanthespursfan@gmail.com if you sent something to the P.O. box. But yeah, P.O. box is below. I don't know. But now, Clan, for real, there's this YouTuber that said what? His 3% is 10% lower right now. It has to get better. Oh, it will get better. He's yeah. Also, don't think he became a worse three-point shooter. That's not the case. His three-point shot looks good. It's just he hasn't had a legitimate offseason. I guess that's one thing that's a little frustrating, man, because we're just kind of waiting. Like this, we're gonna enjoy this season. It's gonna get better. The Spurs have shown that they can be an impressive team, that they can get wins, that their defense can be top notch. Obviously, we're top of the league, but it's frustrating because we're just kind of waiting for the next offseason. Because this next offseason, crazy great draft, we'll probably get 2 lottery picks, and then you'll have a complete offseason of Wemby working on his game, and it's going to be pretty nasty. What did you say? Name Jordan versus LeBron. You don't have watched the whole vid, but he talked about Wemby to start this season. He has hilarious takes. All right, maybe we can. Okay, I'll make a note. I'll make a note right now. And when we go live next time on Wednesday night, you remind me. You said LeBron versus Jordan. All right, you remind me. All right, okay. All right, good stuff. All right, guys, I'm getting off. I appreciate everybody coming through. I cannot stay on. I'm way too fun. I'm way too funny. I'm reading your chat. I'm way too sleepy. Oh, I'm way too sleepy. Goodbye. I'm sure you meant GN. Hit that bed, man. I'm gone. My eye looks red. All right. Take care. All right. Deuces. Everybody have a good night. Man, tomorrow's gonna be misery with the election. I'm very nervous. I went Kamala, obviously, but that was I early voted. But I'm gonna try to stay away from politics tomorrow as much as I can. I'm just gonna try to chill out and enjoy my day, and I hope all of you guys do it as well, whether you voted or not. I hope that you're chilling out tomorrow, man. It's out of your control at this point, you know. So regardless, the real work is ground level anyway. So all right, they already figured out. Okay, all right, you can hit me with some conspiracy theories. All right, everybody have a good night. Love you.